Okay, good evening everybody and welcome back to Press Play. I'm your host JJ48 and tonight we are continuing with Hyrule Warriors. Last week, you may recall, we merged the timelines back together, confronted Sia, and turns out she was able to force out the souls of Ganon, or the spirit of Ganon that was kind of possessing her and controlling her, but that didn't actually turn her good because she still has the darkness in her own heart that we had to confront her with, and now we're facing Ganon's forces as well. So, we have the Valley of Seers, where that was the first place we encountered Sia. Presumably we'll go face her there again. But first, let's check in with Linkle at the Palace of Twilight. So I guess Linkle got to have an adventure in Ocarina of Time setting, the Skyward Sword area, and I guess it just took her a little while to get over to Twilight Princess. So let's go check it out. Although, interestingly enough, its recommended element is Shadow, and it's not giving us the option of a hero that uses Shadow, so I want to first see if we can upgrade Linkle at all. If we can, let's give her a new combo. Kiri Sword 3. Let her special attack gauge fill faster. Give her a second special attack gauge. Let her use a second potion. Okay, that's all we can upgrade at the moment. Give her one extra level. Make her a little bit stronger. I guess that might be helpful. Okay. She still just has her simple crossbows, but we can give her a 3-star one. And now, since we unlocked the My Fairy, we found a fairy in the adventure mode. It means each time we go into combat, we'll select a fairy companion to help us. We'll examine the fairies a little bit more later. Basically, what they do is they give us an additional magic ability. If we work at it, we can level them up and get stronger magical abilities. As they are right now, it's not incredibly powerful, but they'll be joining us from now on, so Spectra will be with us here.
Now that Link had acquired the Master Sword, he and his companions began readying themselves for the coming war with Sia. It was during this time that Princess Zelda sensed an ominous presence. A dark magic, its source unknown, began to flow across the land and devour everything it touched. If the flow of magic was not quickly stemmed, all light would soon be gone from the world. Believing the Palace of Twilight to be the source of this devastation, Zelda set out on her own to stop it. Midna soon noticed that the princess was gone. She rushed after Zelda toward the palace. Along the way, Midna came upon Linkle, who seemed to be utterly transfixed by an object she had found. It was a black crystal, and Midna was mesmerized by it as well. She touched the crystal. In the blink of an eye, Midna transformed from a tiny creature into a beautiful woman. The powerful magic inside the crystal had returned Midna to her true form. Linkle was left speechless, which was just as well. There was no time to talk about Midna's amazing transformation. Midna had only one thing on her mind: to rescue Zelda. She recruited Linkle to join her mission. Together, they would enter the Palace of Twilight.
Kind of an interesting way of getting Midna's true form into the game. It's just crystal that just happened to be able to undo the curse that turned her into her imp form. Okay. Well, let's see, what do we have right now? So we need to defeat Twilight, Midna. So Dark Form is presumably the one causing the trouble, and we're defeated if Zelda flees or the allied base falls. Since we see Midna on the map as well, as a blue arrow, I'm guessing she's a character we can switch to, and that she also, if she's a playable character, that means that we also lose if she falls, so we'll have to keep an eye on her. Okay. And I don't think we need anything else, so let's get to it. Oh, we do have a couple owl statues on the map we should take a look at. So we've got one right near us that has a little bit of a green outline, so it should already be activated, and two up north that are behind orange walls. We can't get to them at the moment, but we will to unlock them when we can. Palace of Twilight. The princess must have headed to the enemy base. Guess I better rescue her. Hey, I can help, but it looks like there's a gatekeeper at the enemy base. Both the throne room and the gatekeeper are strengthened by magic. Wonderful. Capture the palace entrance groups. So two in the middle. Alright, leave the west to me. Okay. So we're gonna take the west one. Wow, these enemies aren't pushovers. Looks like they're coming from the palace. Zelda is using magic to control Dark Twilight Midna. I don't care how strong our opponents are. I will put an end to their madness. Zelda is keeping the Twilight magic from devouring everything, but she won't last. Let's see if we can take this key. Rally Captain at East Palace is rallying troops. Hey, look alive. I think our enemies are up to something. Fortifier captains are headed for West Square and North Palace. Dang it, they're trying to fortify the keep and maintain the Twilight magic's power. Can't get into the enemy base with all this Twilight magic. We've got to act. Okay, since we're here, we'll go ahead and activate the... Gatekeeper is a shadow of Xanth. If we can't weaken its magic, we can defeat it. If we can defeat it. So we can weaken the Twilight magic by taking keeps. Let's go. The Gatekeeper and gates lose power. I should be able to open the gates. Take out this guy up here. So, heavy attack. Dodge out of the way. Okay, so we defeated a fortifier captain. Let's head down. Take out this guy down here. See another fortifier captain? He is. I wonder if that means if we take this keep, that'll open up the way south. So we want to capture the other palace entrance keep. Phew, now all we have to do is take the throne room, I think. Really not holding anything back. Good. Very good. That did open that gate. Help us get around a little easier. Want to defeat the rally captain that's over where Midna is. Alright. Let's take out this outpost while we're on our way. Okay, I'm turning blue, so I should put there. Alright, Midna, let's do this. Seeing use of mirrors there. I think Midna fights differently than her in form. Good, we captured this entrance. Let's go up. Midna, you look different. And who is this? That other girl? I'm Linkle. I'm going to rescue you. Right, less talking, more rescuing. Dark Midnight is preparing a summoning. Gold Sculpture has appeared as well. Okay. I guess no one can stop you once you get going. Not bad. Didn't drop anything. Okay. Let's see if we can find the Sculpture. Good, that's one less roadblock. Now it's on the other side of a wall. We can't get at it. If we capture this key. Whispers falling. I don't think we're too concerned about that. Okay. Get an item. Heart piece. Alright, good. Oh, no. Oh, it's probably that boulder over there. Okay. We have bombs equipped. Okay. Gold Sculptures apparently like to hide under boulders. That seems to be where a lot of them are found. Found a Sculpture piece. Now we just need to... There's Dark Sand. I think he was the gatekeeper, so... if we beat him, we should be able to get access. Oh wow, we did not do much damage to him. That's a little bit. Oh, I am getting low on health. Let's get a potion once we're done here. There we go. Zelda, you're right. Conserve your strength. You called it's all over for us. I missed some conversation there. We need to stop their commander. In the meantime, weaken the other enemies. This enemy seems tough, but if we take more keeps, I bet he'll be a pushover. Or if we just beat him. Those monsters, we don't need to take all the keeps. 3 will do it. Capture the keeps to weaken the Dark Ralphos. Took some keeps from Dark Twilight Midna's forces. Weaken the Dark Ralphos. Okay. We're getting a tutorial on fairy magic because we filled our magic meter, or focus gauge, whatever it's called, the green bar on the left there. So recall that's normally we can, when we fill that, we can press a button to turn into our superhero mode basically for a few seconds. Instead, if we want, we can press right trigger button, right thumbstick to use powerful fairy magic. Using fairy magic will release an explosive attack that corresponds to the companion fairy's elemental type. As companion fairy grows, fairy magic attacks can cause additional effects. We can add, make the magic more powerful. Okay, we need to know what all of them are at the moment. I don't remember them. As companion fairies level up, they will learn the additional effect corresponding to the gained attributes. Doubling up on the same effect will give the effect twice the power. So the main takeaway is our fairies are basically giving us an additional option to attack. If we level them up, we can get more powerful attacks. But it is an option, like we either do that or use the magic to go super mode. We have to choose between the two. So, excellent. We weaken the enemy force by taking it. We'll try it out when we reach another strong enemy. Dark Twilight Midna stopped summoning Dark Ralph. We did it! That means no more monsters spewing out of those keeps. Southwest Square open. Looks like our base is in trouble. I'd better go do something to defend it. Okay, capture this, then we'll go help our base. If we capture the keep, it should weaken the enemy base's gate and gatekeeper. Capture the remaining keeps in the Twilight. What? Different monsters? Well, that's not fair. Okay. So it looks like we need to capture all of the keeps, basically. We only have the one in the southwest and the one on the far west that we had captured before, but fell. So if we go here, we should just be able to go up to the west side and hopefully capture both of them before any others fall. Stop the summoning and focus the remaining magic. Nope, that's not where we want to go. Over here. We must do something. Nope, that's not what we need to do, Linkle. Okay, let's use fairy magic. See what the fairy's gonna do. Okay, not a super strong attack, but maybe the fairy's just getting started. Maybe when it levels up, it'll be a little better. Gatekeeper's down. That just leaves the keep, and the enemy base should open. Okay, Linkle defeated Dark Zant. Okay, yeah, we did that a little while ago. So trying to catch up with everything we've accomplished. Oh, there's Ralphos over there. I guess no one can stop you once you... Yeah, that's what they say. Okay, our escorts reached the destination. That's good. Ow. Joining in, let's stop that beast together. How many of you guys are there? Okay, that means we can concentrate on taking keeps. Okay, of course the messengers aren't going to do anything now if they deliver their message. But that's fair. That's the messenger's job, is to deliver messages, not to stick around and fight. Okay, that's good. Leveling up refills our health, so we don't need the potion. Okay. Let's go ahead and command Midna. Not sure why you're just hanging out right there. See if you can defend that location, keep it from falling for a while. So I don't need health at the moment. I should switch to... Well, switch to the hook shot, and now there's no more Rail Forms. Okay. Go take this location. We'll take this outpost first. Oh, come on, pick it up. Okay. Just need to capture the remaining keeps, keep the ones we have from falling. Although, as long as our base doesn't fall, if any of ours do fall, we can just recapture them. It's not like we lose immediately. So we captured this. But which one's in peril? Okay, West Palace, that's okay. That's the direction we're headed. We'll be there soon. Capture this. Upper level east is about to fall. That's where Midna is. Doing a very good job of keeping from falling. So now let's recapture that. Let's go here and take out any enemies. Take out enemies threatening this place. Oh. Okay. Usually if we take out the big named monsters, or the big mobs that have a title above them, our troops can usually hold off the smaller mobs. So we'll hope that's the case here. Boss. Alright. Captured all of the remaining keeps. Hey, the enemy base still won't open. I'll open those gates with my own two hands if I have to. Hold on, Zelda. Twilight Midna must reach the enemy base. Okay. Twilight Midna, why don't you follow us then? Here. Yep, no one can stop us once we get going. Not allow the evil twilight magic to consume this world. The base open because of Twilight Midna's strength. Alright. Oh! Zelda, you're still alive, thank goodness. Here, take some of my magic reserves. Twilight Midna transferred some magic to rescue Zelda. Alright, let's turn into Super Linkle. Midna, I've taken all that you had to give, though I did not want it. Thanks for this. And as the hero, it's only natural that I do the rescuing. Zelda, how could they... What's going on? Hey, my compass is glowing again. What's going on? Defeat Twilight Midna. After all, a fake is a fake, and no matter how much you dress things up, the real thing always wins. Okay. I'll keep the princess safe. Alright, I want to see what's going on. Okay, so we have Dark Twilight Midna, we have Real Midna, we have Zelda. Alright. Just need to defeat Dark Twilight Midna. pots in this room are. Maybe we can... Ow! Hey! Stop! I want to see if there's anything increasing my magic or something so I can kill you easier. Oh. Not sure. I think this is... It's a variation of the main Zelda theme. I think it's in a major key instead of the normal minor key. It's a very odd feeling. Don't get cocky. You help, but don't forget that you're talking to the Princess of Twilight here. Is that in response to us saying we're gonna be the one to save the day? Hey, back here. They're doing a pretty decent job of keeping her from being able to get any attacks in, at least. Ow, stop! Said you're not supposed to get many attacks in. There we go. Dark Twilight Midna is defeated. Hey, I did defeat the strongest looking monster, didn't I? But it looks like the Twilight magic is still at work. What should we do? It'll be fine. This is my domain, so let me handle it from here. Make it there? Probably not. Oh, it did. Just barely got the material. It also don't look like that'd be the most comfortable way to carry those, just kind of clipped onto the top of her boots like that.
Midna and Linkle made it to the Palace of Twilight to rescue Zelda and stop the evil magic. Yet though the battle was won, the Twilight magic continued devouring everything around it. It was then that Midna made a bold decision. She would smash the crystal they had found in the palace.
Oh no!
In doing so, perhaps she could release enough energy to contain the dark magic.
Wasn't sure, she was just kind of winging it, apparently.
This plan was not without its consequences, as Midna would return to her cursed self. Despite the cost, Midna decided without hesitation, knowing that she must save Zelda. Midna's resolve deeply inspired Linkle. With renewed fire, Linkle hurried to Hyrule Castle.
Just ran from the realm of Twilight, I guess. But... Alright. So, kind of interesting way to handle the side story there, since I guess they wanted to show, we want to have Midna in her true form fighting here, but of course if we're having this as parallel to the main story, in the main story Midna is still in her cursed form, so we have to get her back there by the time this little side episode ends. But it's probably for the best. I know Midna probably wants to be out of her cursed form, but probably best to do that by actually defeating the curse, not just trying to overpower it with a really sketchy shadow artifact. Which sort of parallels Twilight Princess. Midna at first trying to use the fused shadow to defeat Zant. She didn't use it to regain her true form, but she was using that to try to fight Zant, and then that proved to not really be sufficient to take out Zant or Ganon. You can get new crossbows, new harp, new fire rod, new sword for Fee, parasol, Twilight Midna's hairpin. I didn't really realize those were hairpins on her head. I guess it didn't really look that closely, but round Arelfo's shield, Zant's magic gem, a piece of Darknut armor, Arelfo's leather, and metal plates. And we got, looks like part of Zelda's arm for our illustration. Good. We earned the Mr. Fairy medal, defeated 50 foes at once with fairy magic. I believe the name, of course, being reference to Tingle, always referring to Link as Mr. Fairy. So, alright. Now on with the main quest. I guess we can check out the My Fairy menu real quick and see if it's possible to upgrade our fairy at all. Okay, nurturing companion fairies. In My Fairy mode, you can nurture and clothe your companion fairies and switch their various fairy skills. Dining room, you can increase your fairy stats by giving them food. Salon, you can equip your fairies with fairy clothing. School, you can assign your fairies fairy skills. Companion fairies will become stronger as you feed them lots of food and outfit them with fairy clothing. Give yourself an advantage at battle by collecting food and clothing to strengthen your companion fairies. We don't have any fairy food. Okay, so can't feed the fairy. Hopefully eating isn't a necessity for them. We have any fairy outfits. The salon, we can dress your fairies in all kinds of fairy clothing to give them fashion style fit for a fairy. So we have different outfits that not only... Some of these are grayed out. Oh, okay. So we have outfits that, I guess by default we start with ones that correspond to each of the different elements. We have fire, water, darkness, lightning, and light. These ones are grayed out, so I think we can equip them, but maybe they don't get any effect, since this is a light fairy, as we can see on the right. Next to level 1, we have the light symbol. So let's give her light equipment. And maybe at least when we have her with a light hero, we'll be able to do a bit more damage. Okay. The green tunic looks like it's tops and bottoms. Other ones have separate tops and bottoms, but... Okay, Sheikah face paints for water damage. Fire cost down, water cost down, light cost down. So I think this makes them use less magic. Basically turning fairy into a mini Link. Water damage up, fire damage up. Okay, don't need those. And then in the school you can assign your fairies fairy skills. Fairies can learn different fairy skills depending on which 5 of the different fairy personality traits they have. You can check personality traits and their current values on the radar chart. Any personality traits that the companion fairy doesn't have will be displayed in red. You can change one of the fairy's personality traits each time you refresh her. Okay. Replenishes hearts when health reaches 0. Okay, so that might have been... One time I might not have leveled up, maybe she activated. Basically, the hard worker skill acts kind of like a fairy in a bottle in the main games. That if we lose all of our hearts, she'll replenish it. I think 1 time per battle, probably. So have a bunch of other magic abilities that can add to, that I think will activate when she, if we use the fairy magic. We can see we need to level up. In this case, we need Smiley and more Valiant. We need more Eager, we need more Resolute. So a lot of these looks like we won't be able to activate, or it's not like we'll be able to level up any of them until we get food to be able to feed them. That's mainly done in adventure mode, so alright. But for now, at least we'll be able to power up some light heroes if we use them. So, good. So let's go to now the Valley of Seers, continue our main story. Now that we've powered up our fairy, this should be easy. Actually, it does recommend that we use a light hero here. So that would be either Fee, Zelda, or Link, and Link has the Master Sword, so he's probably a good bet for this. Let's go ahead and see if we can level him up. Give him some better badges. His Master Sword should use the same, I believe uses the same combo as the Hylian Sword. Okay, allow him to deflect minor damage to enemies with the guard up. Make the weak point gauge finish quicker. And since we have some extra, we can go ahead and upgrade his magic rod as well, even though we're not using it this time. Okay. Don't have any new tunics for him. No new assist badges. He's our highest character, so we can't upgrade anything. So I do find it a little bit odd. I was thinking, we come to the bazaar. It's called the bazaar. It plays the music from the bazaar in Skyloft, and yet we have a picture of a Goron shopkeeper, which, I mean, nothing against the Goron shopkeepers, but with the bizarre music and the name, like, this would be the perfect chance to have put, you know, some of the shopkeepers from the bazaar in Skyloft and have them be the ones running it. Especially with something like an apothecary, you could have the potion lady and her husband for that, and the smithy, the guy that'll, could have it changed to the guy that will upgrade our equipment and stuff. But I didn't mean to go into the smithy at the moment. Alright, let's have our Link decked out fairy joining us.
Link's rashness nearly cost him his life as shadowy doubles overwhelmed him.
Oh yeah,
At the
that's right,
last moment, Link's allies salvaged a rescue from otherwise certain defeat. The Master Sword is a mighty weapon, but its true power can be used only by someone who understands the bonds of friendship. The Hyrulean army was rallying its strength, but Sia's forces still controlled much of their homeland. The only way to save Hyrule was to defeat Sia. The Hyrulean army headed to the Valley of Seers to force a decisive battle. But Sia did not sit idle, despite her overwhelming advantage. She found new ways to fortify her troops using her own life force.
Ooh, that never
The
ends
cost
well.
to herself was irrelevant so long as she crushed her enemies. The final battle between the armies of light and darkness was about to unfold.
Just a word of advice, if you ever find yourself leading the armies of darkness against the forces of light, that's usually a sign that you've made a huge mistake at some point, and things are not going to end well for you. Alright. So our objective is defeat Sia, and we need to stop Zelda, or make sure Zelda doesn't flee. It looks like yellow triangle is Darunia, so we'll probably do at the beginning is assign Darunia to guard Zelda. We'll have Lana join Link, at least unless we get some other objectives that we need to send them off to protect or achieve. So, all right. Also, it seemed an odd statement saying that the power of the Master Sword, true power, can only be awakened by somebody who understood the bonds of friendship. That doesn't seem completely untrue, as we've seen throughout the series that teamwork and camaraderie and working together is a consistent theme and something that's often needed. We usually need the powers of sages to help us unlock the potential of the Master Sword. That just seems an odd way of putting it. It's usually been more... a lot of times we have made friends with the sages, but it seems like it's been more of an emphasis on the sages themselves rather than on the friendship part, but oh well. Let's get started here. And let's see if we can take down Sia. Entered the Valley of Seers, but our forces are split between the east and west. Oh yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, Darunia, you guard Zelda. Okay, Imp is also over there. That's good. If we can't command her directly. Nope, not the Hyrule Captain. Stick with Link. Darkness courses through my veins. Hyrulean forces are nothing but playthings to me. Actually, dark forces here. Sanctums have been taken over, locking their power away. That's the monster's secret. If we make for the Sanctum, we can take back the sacred power. By the end of this battle, Sia will be no more. May we bring glory to Hyrule. It's cute how you all believe you can defeat me, but I won't find it cute much longer. Sia, that's sounding dangerously close to a sour grapes attitude. Okay, where are we going at the moment? Oh no, the enemy is going after Princess Zelda! We don't have any owl stones up here, do we? Zelda has discovered the East Sanctum. Okay, let's get over there. Do you see from where the evil power rises? Sanctum must be located there. Capture the sealed sanctums. Alright, so I was wondering if we should split up and let Zelda take one and we take the other, but it says keep Zelda safe, so let's do that. I can confer sanctums in the east and the west. Shall we attack the nearest? Yeah, okay. Fee is headed up to the west sanctum. So, Lana, how about you join Fee? That's Midna. There's Fee. So we'll go over and help Zelda and Darunia, and then hopefully all of us can travel up and help Fee with the other sanctum. Out this outpost while we're right here. allies in the outpost don't do a whole lot, but it might help slow down some enemies. So. More dark forces are advancing towards Zelda. Well, that's okay, because we're here. Still not satisfied? I've given this next batch of troops a bit of enhancement. Sia's magic to strengthen the faction of dark forces. A powerful regiment is heading towards Princess Zelda. We have to protect her. Getting bored? Let me help with that. Second unit, advance. The dark forces are advancing towards Fee. Have to... Okay. Where's the keep boss? We need to capture this keep. It's just nothing but tons of enemies. There you are. Hyrulean forces have captured East Sanctum. Alright, let's go. We're gonna leave things to you down here. We're gonna go up and assist Fee. Defeat the Icy Big Poe along our way. Oh, okay. Landed down there. Wow. Hey, no, you stay away from Princess Zelda. Oh, Fee is in trouble. Okay. Don't worry, Fee, I'm on my way. We're gonna just run through here because we kind of time is of the essence. Yep, we're coming, Fee. On the way. Oh, there's green circle. We've it's unlikely that I will decide to flee from this battle. Good. Captured the sanctums, that's good. Both the East and West Sanctum have been captured, but a dark power persists. Uh-oh. Don't lose your focus, there's supposed to be one more Sanctum out there. Yeah, see the Triforce symbol? There should be 3 of them. Lana, where's the other Sanctum? Can you remember? There are 3 Sanctums, one in the East, one in the West, and... Right, head south. Let me go looking for it. I feel like I can almost remember where it is. Lana is searching for the last Sanctum. Interesting, East, West, and South is kind of an inverted triangle. Just like, in case you didn't catch it, the Triforce symbol in the Sanctum was inverted until we captured it, and it became right side up. So presumably, if we capture this last Sanctum, then we'll be able to open up the way to the north. And so then we'll also have kind of a inverted triangle turning right side up. Ooh, is this a Sanctum? It is a Sanctum! We discovered the South Sanctum. We found it! That's wonderful! Oh no, Impa's in trouble. Don't worry, Impa will be up in a moment. We've captured the South Sanctum. The Triforce is right side up now. Alright, let's go rescue Impa if we can. Dark forces have suffered a loss of morale. We've broken the Sanctum seal and diminished the enemy's power. So you managed to retake all 3 Sanctums. I don't like surprises. Allow me to teach you a lesson. I don't like where this is going. Uh-oh. What is... Oh dear. Sia, stop! Your spirit can't take much more of this. Well, that's rarely a good sign. And but you're not even in trouble. What are you talking about? Sia, this is your work, isn't it? Your soul has been corrupted, and all just to pursue ultimate power. Well, close. The fairy fountain is open. Zelda, the time to awaken my power is upon us. Come to me. Great fairies summon me. I must hurry to the fairy fountain. Probably guard Zelda. Way there. Unfortunately, that's not something we can do. I think we have to Zelda there. Okay. Dynol foes are advancing towards Zelda. I do some of my magic, so hurry and stop them from advancing. Looks like the enemy has gained strength again. I won't lose. Must draw as many enemies as possible to the area north of the fountain. Shall use the magic circle to defeat the enemies in one powerful sweep. Use the magic circle at the fairy fountain. I can draw the enemies from the east. Darunia must advance to lure Icy Big Poe. Must draw on the enemies from the west as well. Okay, so where is Darunia? It says Darunia must advance. Needs to advance to the Icy Big Poe. I'm guessing Lana's going to have to advance somewhere. Lure Dynol foes to the area north of the Fairy Fountain. Fairy Fountain, got it. I'm on my way. Princess Zelda, it's dangerous to go alone. Take me. Reference to the original Legend of Zelda. Should probably tag along. You're less likely to get in trouble if I'm there. The old man gives you the sword, says, it's dangerous to go alone, take this. Yes, Midna is saying she will be Zelda's sword. Olga, would you like a taste of my power? You can borrow it if you promise to play nice. Erg Yard. Olga has been strengthened by the dark power. The East Ruins room is open. Volga is advancing toward Zelda. But something's not right about this guy. I've never felt power like this before. Careful, the Dragon's Knight power has grown considerably. Okay, Darunia said he needed to advance. Maybe now that he's got his attention, we can retreat him over to here. Who's the one over to the left? Nope. Volga. Dynolfos. We need to, like... Suppose Big Poe noticed Darunia and began advancing. Good. We're Icy Big Poe to the area north of the fountain. Zelda has reached the fairy fountain. Great Fairy has instructed us to make this area our base. Let us not disappoint her. Keep Zelda in the fairy fountain safe or lose. Well, losing sounds a lot easier if that's an option. To be perfectly honest. Discovered Dynolfos. Yeah, come with me, buddy. Lure Dinolfos to the area north of the fairy fountain. Volga has entered the magic circle's area of effect, and a gold sculpture has appeared on the field. Okay, priorities. Treasure may be located in the East Ruins. Capture the East Ruins. Okay, well, let's first take care of the gold sculpture. What a sight to behold. I'm impressed. Oh, I think it's that rock over there. Dinolfos is advancing. South Sanctum is about to fall. Okay, that's not great, but that's not bad. Successfully lured Dinolfos. Darunia, I told you to get out of there. Go over there where everyone else is. We'll handle the enemy reinforcements. We can't let them find the magic circle. Okay. Now Darunia's moving. Okay, good. The enemy reinforcements to us. Let's go to the magic circle. Activate it once Darunia's in position. Icy Big Code discovered Zelda. Oh no! Big Code's advancing towards Zelda. Successfully lured Icy Big Poe. Alright. Well. Okay, let's see what this fairy's magical effect is going to do. Yep, we summon a bunch of fairies. And they... Oh! Get the Hylian seal and just bathe the area in light, apparently. Now, I just did, Zelda. Weren't you watching? Volga, knock it off. You're supposed to be dead. And become Super Link. Forces some casualties. Prepare to meet your fate. A little late for that, buddy. Volga has used his dark power to Of course he is. Defeat Volga. I thought I just did. Okay. He regained his health and then we immediately defeated him. Got it. I lose, but I do so without regrets. Volga lost? Well, of course he did. I'm surrounded by failures. And whose fault is that? Ruin's front gate is opened. Dark forces are attacking. Let go of your inhibitions. Don't let a single one of them survive. You will die! Someday. But probably not today. Sia used the power of darkness to divide into multiple copies. Sia, no more, please! Okay, there's Sia's all over the place. Sia is the final challenge standing in our way. You must finish her off. Leave the base's defense to me. Sia is your responsibility. Okay. Good idea. You guys defend the fairy fountain. I'll go handle these bases. Oh, don't die out there. Something. Okay, I don't really get the one pant leg, one bare leg look, but the one sleeve, one bare arm look. It's a very odd fashion choice. Maybe she just... Maybe she's embarrassed by her outfit, and that's why she's evil. You really think you can defeat me? Ha ha ha, why don't you disappear? Just once and for all. Okay, we got a chest. See, I'll be with you in just a moment. Just wait, I'll entertain you even more. Quickly defeat all the Sias. Oh, we're working on it. Ow! Stop. Oh. Discard Troop. Which is a good news. We defeated one Sia. Alright, one of Sia's doubles is down. Let's go take out the Sia over here. And it looks like there's two in the middle. So, one of my doubles has disappeared. It's nothing. I mean, it is now that we defeated it. It doesn't seem like it was nothing prior to that. And we defeated two Sias. Okay, this one didn't drop anything. Confirm that the second double of Sia has been defeated. Ah, bothersome fools. Oh, that one wasn't so nothing now, was it? Okay, capture the West Ruins room. Alright. Success has greatly increased our chances of victory. There's two Sias here. Oh, green pot. Let's see if we can get some magic. Magic is full, so we can become Super Link. Super finishing move. Almost took her out. Okay, that's the third Sia. Fourth one is almost dead. Stop your insolent foolishness. I'll never forgive this. All of you are done for. Sia, I'll finish you myself. I think you're a little late on that, Lana. Unless we're going to have a cutscene where she's magically back so that you can deliver the finishing blow or something. Lana, I thought this is what you wanted. Sia. Just remember, they're essentially two halves of the same person. We've seen how this ends, and we both know he doesn't choose you. How do you do it, knowing you get left behind? Link has no clue what they're talking about. You don't always get the person you think you deserve, and I can live with that. You always were my better half. Literally, seeing as how she's the good half and Sia's the evil half. So that should be the Triforce of Power that Sia had. Don't get corrupted by it, Lana, please. Well, that's that. See you next crisis. Like the way Fuse spin dancing through hers. Let's put Hyrule back in order. Closing the gates to the other sections of the other parts of Hyrule's past. Hopefully Linkle managed to get out and back to the right time before that happened. There, things should be as they were. And with that, I should go. Lana, will we meet again? Goodbye. That was not much of an answer. Kind of rude. Also, I can't help but feel like we're forgetting something. I think the first Hyrule Guard in history to ever actually accomplish anything. Ah, that's what we were forgetting. The unspeakable evil that had been released. Yeah, I figured there was a loose end that we were forgetting about. Okay. Okay, Hammer for Darunia, Fire Rod, Curse Shackle, Tome for Lana, and Swords for Ganondorf. Got Volga's Dragon Spear, Sia's Staff, Dynolfo's Arm Guard, Sia's Bracelet, Essence of Icy Big Poe, Dynolfo's Fang, and Monster Teeth. And the rest of Lana's head for our portrait, so. Okay, so. Oh, this is all the way back at the beginning. Under the prologue, this is a side story, Sia's Tale. So we had our main story, we have Linkle's Tale, and we can also have Sia's Tale to see Sia's journey, presumably. And then we have Ganondorf's return in the Gerudo Desert. Well, since we've been kind of doing Linkle's Tale as a parallel, let's do Sia's Tale. Try to see what we can learn a little bit more about what her plan was during this whole thing. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade her as well. Now I think I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure upgrading characters will affect them if they like if it has allies that we can take control of and direct and things. I think our upgrades that we've made will apply to them. Characters that appear as enemies, I don't think our upgrades apply to them. So, like, for instance, if we, if Sia gets resurrected and we fight her later or something, I don't think upgrading her here will make her stronger. I'm not certain about that, but by that point we'll be stronger too anyway, our other characters, so may as well make her stronger to be able to get through her story levels. Allow her to use a potion. Speed up the process of taking keeps. Okay. Come on, she's level 1. We definitely need her a little higher than that. None of these have any stars, but this one gets additional experience. And I guess Sia gets to use the fairy that we rescued as well. Although I'm not sure that outfit's going to be helping her Link obsession all that much. It seems like that's just going to be stoking the fire a bit.
The goodness driven from her heart, Sia opened the Gate of Souls, summoning vast hordes of monsters to Hyrule. Ganondorf's spirit counseled that her attack must be swift and devastating if she was to be victorious.
What would he know about conquering
However,
Hyrule?
Controlling an army would require a commander, and Sia realized she would need a powerful warrior to serve as her general. The perfect candidate came readily to mind, the Dragon Knight of the Elden Caves. If he could be made to serve, such a creature would easily be able to command her minions' obedience. Sia wasted no time. She immediately set off for the Elden Caves in search of her new champion.
So, according to our timeline at the beginning, this looks like it was parallel to the very first mission when just a bunch of enemies were attacking Hyrule Castle. Although it must be at least a little bit before then, since Volga showed up in that mission, as I recall, and attacked Link and Impa. So this must take place first if this is where we're going to end up recruiting Volga, or where she is going to end up recruiting Volga. Okay. Current status, acquire the Ancient Ring, and then defeat Volga. Okay, Volga's on the other side of some orange doors, so presumably we're going to have to open those. There's owl statues, but we can't get at them at the moment. So I'm guessing we open up the... let's take the keep that's northeast of us, and then take the keep that's up to the north, unless it gives us other objectives along the way. So, alright. Dragon Knight should be in this cave. I'll just have to convince him to join me. Wait, there's something else here too. Leave while you can, interloper. We sealed the ring away where you'll never find it. Goron forces are attacking dark forces. Oh, this suddenly got much more interesting. If I were a rock-brain do-gooder, where would I seal a dangerous artifact? Search the keeps and find the ancient ring. Search the stockroom and whatever this essential area is. We have a bunch of, like... Her staff is also a whip. And... use a bunch of dark magic. What was her super attack? That's all I have strength for today. Try it out next time since just captured this keep. It's a little jarring seeing Poe firing and not having to worry about that it's going to hit us, because Poe's actually an ally on this one. A little bit. Takes a little bit of getting used to the sides flopping things. Capture the tunnel square to look for the ancient ring. Alright. What does her super attack do? Oh. Alright, lots of darkness portals. Take out a lot of things. Decent all-around attack. Okay. Way is open. I wonder. Let's this owl statue. Okay, head to the crystal cave and find the ancient ring. I feel it. The ring is here. Come out now, darling. So this is also where we're recruiting Wizro. Required the ancient ring. Ah, much better. But who are you, and what do you want with me? I'm looking for a general for my army. You might be the monster for the job. Ha ha ha, I look forward to proving you right. Okay, well that was easy, convincing him to work for us. Defeat conditions have changed. Don't let Wizro flee or the allied base fall. Okay, this is our allied base. I'd planned to enlist the dragon who lives in these caves, but he's on the other side of a gate. I'll burn down, blast apart, or shatter anything that gets in your way, mistress. Ha ha ha. Gates to the west are open. You must be Volga. Come with me and rampage to your heart's content after I get this owl statue. No, leave. I'm afraid that won't do. Looks like I'll have to get my hands dirty. Okay. You turn around pretty fast. Leave me be. I have no interest in humans or their wars. Now, you don't fool me. You're a warrior. War is the only thing that interests you. Reinforcements have appeared for Volga's forces. You must not insult Master Volga. We can kill her for you, Master. Or I can kill him. We roast her flesh for great feast. Good, but don't underestimate her. She has the smell of power. Volga has temporarily retreated. Of course he did. Capture the keeps controlled by Volga's forces. Now we fight, witch. Little monsters, no match for us. Crush them all. Talkative for lizards. Looks like I'll have to intervene to keep my army. Looks like we could use a boost. Just fill the gaps with a few more warm bodies. Okay, we got some reinforcements. Let's work our way around. Not bad, Ring. This one seems very interested in proving his loyalty. Perhaps too interested. Yeah, he does seem a little overeager, doesn't he? Multiple enemies appear, including Goron Captain and Bombchu. Uh-oh. We have to reclaim that ring. It remains unsealed. There's no telling what'll happen. We got the keep back. Now to reseal the ring. Oh, where's the Bombchu? Guard troop appeared and is heading towards the central keep. Treasure may be located in the central keep. Alright, let's go there then. North Square is open. Summoners appeared. Bombchu's deployed. Where's a summoner? Where's the Bombchu that's advanced? Hey, there's a Bombchu. This isn't the Bombchu that's advancing, but let's go ahead and take it. Fighting Gorons, watch giant rodents. Your base will thank you for it. Destroy all the Bombchus. Okay. There's two more. No, our Bombchu! Okay, Alright, little lizards. Wanna fight? Let's fight! Defeated 500 enemies. Let's go take this. What do we got here? Wonderful skill. I'm dizzy just watching. Ah, there's the last bombshell. Enhanced Dinolphos has appeared from the south square. These men seem to be getting stronger. That's what I get for being distracted. It's all the strength I have for today. Oh, no, there's the other bombshell. There's 2 more bombshells. I thought there was just 1 more. Okay, we got a heart piece. Oh. Well, this one we can target. So let's go ahead and take it out. Stop the bombshell. I think we just did. This bombshell apparently doesn't count. Okay, yeah, we can't even target it. It's our last bombshell. Good luck, little fella. Wait, huh? It's not moving. Is it broken? Gold sculpture has appeared. Aha. Power. Elfos forced Big Poe to flee. Let's go ahead and take this. The tunnel square is about to fall. Israel is in trouble and needs our help. Okay, I'll go save you. Mistress, I think I may be in a tiny bit of trouble. You greatly disappoint me, servant. Defeated Dinolphos. Maybe kill enemies just to be able to see what's happening. There's a Dinolphos chieftain. Okay, that's good. So we've got the bokoblins on our side, with the Skyward Sword bokoblins. They've got Bulblins in theirs. Okay. We need to stop. We need to capture these keeps so that Dinolphos don't keep spawning. Dinolphos and Zalphos. Okay. Oh, said our base was in danger. Okay, we'll go take care of that once we get here. Okay. Okay, warp up to where our base is. Oh. Central Keep is in danger of falling. Less concerned about that than our base. Straight I have for today. Good. I think hopefully we should be able to deal with those. Take care of those now that we've been healed up. We took out those alphas that had gotten back that far. Go ahead and take this keep out. Oh, we summoned a bunch of Shadow Links to fight for us. Okay, that's kind of cool and unhealthy fixation at the same time. Looks like they're trying to take this keep up here, so we'll go around this way. Take out this. Central keep's about to fall. Well, that's not really my problem now, is it? We'll save our magic superpower up for when we fight Volga again. There's a summoner. Okay, let's go ahead and stop you from summoning. Hopefully that'll help ease things a little bit. So, a lot of stuff dropped over here. Central Keep has fallen to the Goron Cap. Okay, well, if we take out the yellow side, we shouldn't have to worry about the Gorons. Let's head down to the final flashing keep, and then that should open up the way to Volga's base. If the Gorons start attacking our base, we can warp to the owl statue nearby pretty quickly. Which one was the summon links? Was it? Yeah. 2, 3. Okay, I think it's 3 attacks and then summon and big attack, summon links, summons link, shadow links. Yeah. Power. You have some power, but I still have no interest in your war. Still? I'll just have to make you serve me. So sorry, Master. We shame dragon kind. You must, all great beasts. Oh, this is going to be a Dodongo. Two King Dodongos have appeared. Northwestern King Dodongo is advancing toward the allied base. I can make these dragon folk obey. I won't have any use for a sorceress. Wizro has betrayed you and is advancing toward the allied... Oh, we're gonna have to take out him too. Okay. So we'll warp up here. I think there might be a Dodongo in the area. Definitely a Wizro in the area. So... Wizro seems to be just he's seeking power. When we arrived, he thought that, you know, Sia might be able to be the one to grant him power, so that's why he was following us. Now he's seeing an opportunity for greater power on his own. So it looks like Sia's going to have to sort of straighten him out and show him why he doesn't want to be her enemy. So, alright. Here, switch to bombs. We need to see Dodongo. I'm really being betrayed by evil jewelry? Expected, I suppose, but disappointing. Yeah, probably should have seen that coming. Okay, come on, Dodongo. Defeat Volga and Wizro to win. Okay, come on, Dodongo. I will not willingly mingle with humans, but I will take back my humans. Okay, maybe we need to defeat Wizro? If we defeat Wizro, then we'll control the Dongo. Volga is intending to attack Dark Forces. Ow, 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 ow! Well, that was not a great attack. Oh, my base is about to fall. King Dodongo forced Big Po to flee. Oh no! No, that's the wrong way. Can we fight King Dodongo? Come on. There we go. Why didn't you do that before? Didn't even get him half down that time, but maybe we can lure him out. Roll. Ow. Try to hopefully be able to take him out before Wizro gets up here. Let's go ahead and use our big attack. Ah, we got up. At least we should be able to hit him big this time. I think we can take his gauge down. Oh, he's in the wall. But, okay, that defeated him. Hit Wizard quite a bit, too. Defeated Wizro. Ah, I'll swear any oath you like. I'll never betray you again. Mercy, please.
Huh?
Prove your worth every hour of every day, or you're back to being an accessory. Okay. Let's take out these Gorons while we're here. Let's see, rescue Big Po. Captured Central Heat, so okay. Yeah, I think Gorons are pretty much gone from being a threat. Let's become Super Sia. Oh, Volga and another Dodongo. Her big magic attack, slamming shadow magic into the ground. So, not the most original attack, since that's like half of her attacks, but let's get out of here, see if we can find some parts. I don't think we've used the fairy yet, so I mean, that's a possibility. But rather not rely on that, or if I misremember and we actually have used it, then that could be kind of bad to just assume that we'll be safe. Yeah, it's at risk. Do you leave any... Ah! Good, Volga left us some hearts in his base. Fool could have taken them with him and been safe, but now we're healed up. Volga Dongo and want Volga. Volga's the one we need to defeat to win, and we almost have him. There we go, okay. There we go, I think that got him. Yes. Oh, there's health right here. And now we have a pet Dongo. At least I've learned something. Independent thought is severely overrated in Underlings. He is enhancing Volga and Wizro with dark magic. I swear eternal loyalty to Sia. My only desire is to fight worthy foes. Excellent. Now that that's done, let's talk about laying siege to Hyrule Castle. Okay, so then that leads directly to the next, to the first mission of the game. Oh, we don't get to have shadow links in the windscreen. Okay. Yes, we got a new staff for Sia. Sia. Swords for Ganondorf. Ring for Wizro. Scale for Bruto. More swords for Ganondorf. Dinolfo's arm guard. Wizro's robe. Volga's helmet. King Dodongo's claws. Goron armor breastplate. Dinolfo's fang. Zolfo's scale. Rock, and metal plates. And we have part of, looks like Zelda's head, Link's hat, and Ganondorf's beard. Okay, not a great piece to the puzzle, I guess, but... Alright. And so our next story level for Sia's Tale is going to begin, looks like at Hyrule Castle, or Hyrule Field. The invasion begins with Wizro and Volga attacking the castle. Be interested to see how they play that out, since, you know, of course, we lost, or we as Link won, which means that Wizro and Volga would kind of have to fail. So is this going to be like before they fail, or is this a follow-up afterwards? Is it going to be how, you know, even being defeated, they can still get some kind of a victory for it? Not sure. We'll find that out next time. Since our time's a little bit short, let's go over to Adventure Mode. Made a bit of progress in the story tonight. So, last time in Adventure Mode, we had searched this area and opened up the secret, which is a battle reward. If we get a victory, we will unlock a new character. Looks like young Link. So let's go ahead and do that. The new characters aren't really usable in the main campaign, at least not in the story mode, but if we do free play mode or adventure mode, then we can play as them. Just like here, we can choose anybody. It recommends water, so let's see, that would be Impa, Lana with the Deku Spear, Bruto with the Zora Scale. Okay, and that's it. I don't think we've really used Ruto much. Let's go ahead and use her. Power her up. Get her some new combos. Okay. Weak point gauge diminished slightly quicker. Special attack gauge fills slightly faster. And we can get a second special attack gauge. Okay, that'd be pretty nice right off the bat. An empty bottle. Can't get anything else without a shield moblin helmet. Slightly increase the process of taking keeps. That's all we can do there. Bump her up at least a few levels. Okay. We have a few one-star options. Let's see if we can unlock the skill on this one, because it's only 1,000 kills. So, alright. Spectre with us. Impa is also water element, and she's a bit higher level, so she'll be a good backup. We can always switch to her if we need to. And we have a 5-star Begoron's Knife for her, so that's a 88 strength for Giant's Knife, 1-star, up to 225 for a 5-star Begoron's Knife. Nice bit of an upgrade there. So, alright. What are we doing? Status. We need to defeat young Link, and we lose if Zelda flees or the allied base falls. And there is no A rank reward here, so we're not too concerned about the number of kills we get or how much damage we take, as long as it doesn't kill us. Defeat enemy troops and defend the allied base. Bombchu is heading for Central Keep. Stop Bombchu from defeating the keeps. Bruto swims through the air, which is a little odd. It can swim through the ground, which is arguably even stranger. Have a countdown timer. We need to stop the Bombchu before it gets to 0. Okay, the Bombchu is destroyed by getting blown up, and presumably us blowing it up is better than it blowing itself up in the exact same place. Okay. Now another one is headed for the Central Keep, or our Central Keep, our main base. Let's see if we can stop it. Okay, it's caught up on a wall. That's good. We have water bubble. Let's swim underwater. Oh, we can hit a... Okay, I can just launch water waves at people if I just do this. Gate to Young Link opened. His alphas are advancing. Let's just go ahead and take the keep real quick. Oh, he's going with the Impa strategy of using a sword as big as he is. Masked youngster, Young Link. What's our super attack here? Okay. Is there a green barrel here? Is. So let's become Super Ruto. end of our super attack. Wow. I think whenever, I think we've mentioned before, whenever an enemy gets a, with water super moves, they'll get that water bubble over their head, and then they kind of take some constant damage. Alright. Young Link is not having a very good day at the moment. Enemy's getting busy while we're fighting Young Link. Hopefully we can take them out before they target our base too much. Fortunately, they seem to be bypassing our base and going for everything around it. Well done. Thank you all for your brave efforts. Okay, just being able to produce water portals everywhere does seem quite a bit more powerful than she appeared in Ocarina of Time, where we just didn't really seem to have any specific powers anywhere other than just being a princess who made a lot of demands on special treatment. Okay, Young Link's belt and monster teeth. We can now battle as Young Link. His weapon is the Fierce Deity Mask, a mysterious mask containing the spirit of a fierce deity. Whoever wears the mask gains that spirit's power. Using a strong attack with the Ocarina of Time converts the SP gauge to your magic gauge. So, might recall the Fierce Deity Mask when we played Majora's Mask. At the very end of the game, after going up to the moon, we were able to play with the masked kids to give away all of our masks, so that when we battled Majora's Mask, we ended up with the Fierce Deity Mask and made the final boss fight rather easy. A new historical entry is now available, Young Link, a Determined Youth. Okay, let's see the entry real quick. So you can see we still have a heart container and a heart piece for some unknown person. We can come back to these later once we've unlocked more people and have access to more items, and with higher levels it'll be easier to acquire those without too long. So, I want to see the Young Link entry real quick. Still not sure why these are in the tutorials, but Young Link, a Determined Youth. The land of Termina faced imminent destruction from a maniacal masked figure and a furious moon, but a young hero named Link appeared just in time to summon the four giants and set things right. So, just remembering when Link summoned the giants that came from the four corners to hold up the moon, kind of looks like the way when Sia summons the four Shadow Links. They're at diagonals instead of the cardinal directions, but still wonder the fact that she summons four of them at a time, if that's kind of a reference to that. So Link originally found himself in Termina while in search for someone dear to him. The Skull Kid stole the Ocarina of Time from him and set the events of Majora's Mask in motion. Despite his youth, Link is a formidable warrior, possessing mastery of a sword. He also comes equipped with a Fierce Deity Mask, an object that allows him to turn into a powerful spirit. Okay. Alright, I think we might have time for one more area, so... My natural tendency is to want to go up here, just because this being based on the original Legend of Zelda map, this island is the first dungeon, and I natural inclinations make my way to the first dungeon, but there's actually not anything particularly... it's not anything that we need there that's significantly more than anywhere else. It's not particularly special here, so we'll make our way there eventually, but for now, let's make our way towards this weapon. New weapon for, looks like, Impa. Okay, so we need to get... Alright, so if we can get an A rank victory here, we can get a heart piece for Lana. And we need to get at least a B rank to be able to get to the weapon anyway, so let's go for an A rank with Lana here. Defeat all giant bosses in time, and it looks like it's requiring us to play as Lana, so that's okay. Okay, let's power her up. Increase our Book of Sorcery, increase our Spear attack. For our combos, these. And oh! Okay, that's... we actually have the materials for stuff, but now we're running out of rupees, but... Alright. That should be decent for now. That is one of the things when we go quickly through a level. We don't kill as many enemies, and so we don't get as many rupees at the end. But it doesn't have a recommendation on which weapon to use, so let's use the Book of Sorcery. We have a Sealing Tome, so that's a bit stronger than the Spirit Tome. And we have one that already has 3 skills on it. Stronger attacks, stronger lightning attacks, and hearts plus, I think, means enemies will drop hearts more often. So we should be able to just defeat the big enemies. And we have a time limit of 10 minutes. Alright, perfect. Just need to defeat the giant bosses. One by one, and it's a Goma. Arthropod Cyclops monster Goma. Okay, got my bow equipped. Fight you want, then I'll give you a good one. Ah, okay. It's in the middle of a combo, couldn't back up in time. Right. Fortunately, Goma's not too bad as long as we try to keep our distance, dodge when he or she uses the laser. And then just attack when the eye is blue. We can dodge through the laser if we just dodge correctly. And alright, that's enough to take it out. Good. So now we go take on the other one. Let's take out some transport captains on the way. So I think transport captains drop stuff like the Triforce pieces, or the Force pieces, I guess. So that might help us take down the shield gauge a little faster. Not sure what you're attacking, Goma. Oh, managed to take that down in one cycle, which killed Goma in one cycle. Alright. Oh, good job, Lana. Took down the bosses pretty quick. We won! Excellent work, everyone! Alright, looks like we got the A rank. And got a heart piece. Alright. Oh! I just noticed so there was those blue orbs. Lana apparently was recalling to herself and catching in her book. Those look like... I think those might have been the same kind of orbs that in Sia's ending looked like they were attacking Sia, and then she summoned the Dark Links to deflect. So might have a little bit of... making a little bit of a connection between Sia and Lana within their victory screens there. Alright, so we got our A rank. Normally we would also need to get a bunch of kills in order to get A rank in kills, but when there's a set kill this many enemies or take out the big bosses, then there is no kill rank. It's just the clear time and the damage taken. So, alright. We got a new Spirit Tome for Lana. Got Goma's Lens. And some old rags. Agatha's now viewable in the gallery. Got the bomb item card. And we need to search here for... to be able to get... unlock the new weapon for Impa, but we're going to need a candle before we can search here, because bombs allow us to break walls and boulders. They don't let us burn down trees, and that's what's required here. So next time, maybe we'll play through here, get a candle, and that might allow us to get that, hopefully next time we do adventure mode. So with that, I think this will be a good place to stop it. Reminder, I will not be streaming this Friday, but I should be streaming again next Monday, and we'll continue Sia's story then, and maybe get a little bit more adventure mode unlocks as well. So with that, thank you for joining me. Have a good week, and I will see you next time. Bye.